just randomly saw a video where Jason Bermas was defending himself. All hot and bothered as if it was just regrettably necessary that he had to defend himself against the attacks that he gets inundated with on Twitter and his other ridiculous pages. I made it really clear I'm against him full throttle. I mean, he is disinformation, a Zionist shill, he's just a deflecting agent to turn people's attention away from the direct involvement of Mossad in the destruction of the Twin Towers and everything that happened on 9/11. Him and his two Jewish partners that made the Loose Change films, or they narrated them. I mean, they didn't make those movies. I mean, that was all scripted for them. They were brought in to look like these dippy kids that are doing it, but they were indoctrinated. They did believe in the whole pursuit of what they were trying to do in the end. And that's what brought Alex Jones into full comprehension with all of us of what he is. You know, they always talked about Building 7. It's Building 7. Well, the Building 7 in Alex Jones's life is Jason Bermas. I mean, that's what made us absolutely sure of what Alex Jones is all about. And that's why he got rid of him. We can't have that going on his show where people are like, oh, he is a Zionist shill. What Jason Bermas just did to that caller, telling him to kill himself because he's just having a non-insulting moment where he's asking a question about Jewish ownership in the media. Nothing insulting, no name calling, and then Jason Bermas cuts him off and starts calling the guy names and telling him he's a Nazi and all this horrible stuff. Without allowing anybody to have an actual complaint about any race of people being a dominant force in something that's as important as the United States government or the United States mass media or the United States banking system. When so many people's lives are directly affected by those institutions, and you see some element worthy of discussion to be brought up, and as long as it's brought up respectfully, you should be allowed to talk, speak your thoughts on it. But here's this information, Jason Bermas just shutting these people down, but he's got it coming at him from all directions now. On Twitter, people are just commenting, he can't keep up with the blocking. He always blocks it, and he says he doesn't. I've done it just to test what he's going to do, because you got to do that. You want to be sure about somebody, you got to do something, see how they react. And he's easy. He's so talentless. He's just a mouth. He's just a guy who's willing to get like that, and hopefully he's realizing that he's being used. It would be great if he just one day came out and outed his bosses, you know. He might have to take a spaceship to Mars. But, you know, even Dave Chappelle didn't tell us. This is real, you know. This is when they want to bring somebody in to be the agent and play the part. They threaten them. They definitely do that. It's worse than Scientology. It's real. So, in a way, you can't really get on these people too hardcore because they will die if they name the people that gave them their orders, because they saw the people face to face. The true parasites that are inside the caterpillar. And Alex Jones, you're never going to get him to name who pulls his strings. But if somebody, some group of people could follow these guys, you might see them. You know, I mean, there are other ways to do it. Because there's so many of them now. Whether it's Webster Tarpley or, God, Jesse Ventura. You know, there's people around them all the time. We got phone cameras. We can take pictures who they're talking to and make a database and try to find correlations of who's talking to who. Because it's not, you know, not these little secret meetings in dark rooms. I mean, these people have like a secret service that follows them around to make sure they don't do something wrong. They're being watched closely. Especially some dummy like Jason Bermas. Alex Jones hides out in his bunker. But Jason Bermas goes to all kinds of events. So, it's just crazy. You know, if you're really all about busting these shills wide open, And some of them outright disappear, and they are maintained, their voices are maintained electronically. And like that Alan Sabrowski, like, that guy's not alive anymore. or like Joe Bannister, they maintain his voice with electronic CGI. Watch really close on the most recent videos of them. It's not them talking. Stuff has been done to some of these key figures. And then they're used to look like crazy people. I mean, the dynamics of it are just shocking.